Hey Flosstube, it is Michelle McGraw from Made by Michelle McGraw, and this is Flosstube number 16. So it is January 14th, 2020, and today is my oldest 20th birthday. So happy birthday to Kyle. It seems like just yesterday he was a toddler and I was chasing him around. So time flies, that is for sure. I have a lot to share and I have a lot to show, so I'm going to jump in and get right in. So first of all, since the last time I did a Flosstube, I actually met up with a friend, a local friend that I had talked to online on Instagram for several months. So Jen and I decided to meet and have lunch, and it was fantastic to connect with another stitcher, and we had a good time. We met at Panera, and we had lunch, and then we sat and stitched and chatted, and that was a lot of fun. And she brought me a little gift. So I have not used it yet because I wanted to share it here, but she hand dyed me some fabric. Isn't that beautiful? And it's a pretty large piece. So it is fantastic. I'm trying to look at the count. I think it looks like 16 count. It might have been 14 count before she dyed it. Sometimes Ada does shrink. I think it's reading as a 16 count, which is perfect. It is so pretty. I think it's really picking up in the light, really, really pretty. It's definitely orange with some browns in it. It's gorgeous dyeing, gorgeous. So as soon as I saw this, I knew what I wanted to stitch on this. So of course, I am doing the ornamentsal. It's hashtag ornamentsal2020. So ornamentsal2020 on Instagram, and you can search that hashtag of everybody that's doing ornaments. I am doing mine of Christmas and Halloween. So I'm alternating back and forth somewhat, so I can get both of those done. So when I saw this fabric, I knew I wanted to do this Lizzie Kate, and I could drive a stick, which I think will look so pretty on here. I'm not sure that I'm going to do it in black. Let me see what it's called for. It does call for black. I might sub it for a fancy floss, but it will be a dark fancy floss so that you can see the writing. But I think that is like the perfect material for this. There's actually a lot of material here. So if I used it for Halloween ornaments, I actually could get several ornaments out of this piece, which is fantastic. I love that. So I have it in my bag, already kitted up, and I am going to start that. It'll be the next Halloween ornament that I do, will be this one, I believe. And I will show you in just a little bit another Halloween ornament that I've started. So once I complete that one, I will move on to a new one. Okay, so I had lunch with Jen. It was so fantastic. So thank you, Jen, if you're watching. So that was just lots of fun. So we're going to try to do it again. And we're also going to try to go to a little show that's up in the mountains. And we're going to try to get some more information that we can both go to that. So I was going to show my cross stitch for my winter cross stitch for my cross stitch boards. Honestly, I have been traveling. Before that, my husband and my kids were traveling. I haven't changed out my Christmas boards yet. It's on the list to do, but I haven't done it yet. So I was going to do it this week and show you guys my winter stuff, but I actually have a lot to show, so I'm not going to share that this time. And I really don't have a lot of Valentine's Day cross stitch because it's a season that I need to cross stitch more for. I just haven't. So that's kind of a good way I could show both of them, because I don't have enough Valentine's to do all of my boards. I have 3 different cross stitch boards. So next time I will show you those. Okay, so I have some stuff to show. I was actually traveling with my youngest. We went to Disney for a week. It was the last trip on my season's pass. My season pass expires, and I'm not going to renew it for a little while until I plan another trip. But him and I went. We met a girlfriend down there with her son, and then her older son and her husband came down later in the week. So we had a nice group of us and had a great time at Disney. As always, I did some Disney stitching, which I will show. I started something and finished something on my trip. So I will take my project in a plastic Ziploc bag, and I highly recommend this because it makes it going through security really easy. I ride not everything. I don't like simulators, and I don't like going upside down, and I don't like going backwards. So a lot of those things, like anything that spins in a circle, I'm not doing that either. So I am more than happy to sit down and people watch and hold your bags while you go ride those things. So I always have a project with me when I go into Disney, and I simply put it in a plastic bag with my floss, with my hoop. I use something very, very simple to put my pattern on and my magnet so I can move down. I don't know if I've ever explained this. So years ago, I'm sorry, that's my ice machine on my counter. Our ice machine in our refrigerator is not working. So luckily we have a counter one to make ice because we use a lot of ice. We drink a lot of ice water and it's making ice. So, okay, so the way that I work, and I will try to show you one of my boards. I've told you about them before, but the way that I work on a pattern, and this is not a pattern, but I take my cross stitch board, I put the pattern on it, and I move my magnet down and I stitch that complete line in a color. That's how I cross stitch. I don't highlight or anything. It's just how I've always done it. It works for me. I love my magnetic boards. I will show you them. I will try to show you one without a pattern on it because you don't want to see the pattern. So I take like a simple like pot holder. I have some older ones that are metal and my magnet will stick to them. I also found some stuff at Hobby Lobby. So they were in their like party section, and it was like little metal, they look like tags. And I guess you could put like placeholders or something on them. And those work good too. They're really inexpensive. I have a couple of those, but I will put my pattern on that. I will put my hoop. It's always a small project like an ornament. My floss, I always bring an extra needle, and I take very cheap scissors. So if security were to complain about my scissors, they can have them. They're cheap scissors, I don't care. Now, security has never batted an eye at my scissors, but I will warn you, just like when you're flying, security could say something. So I take cheap ones. Fingernail clippers also work. So I do have a pair of fingernail clippers that I travel with. So I could easily switch to those. And they don't care about fingernail clippers. So I put that in my bag. When somebody goes to ride on a ride that I'm not riding, I get out my cross stitch and I cross stitch. Simple time like that, even if it's 10-15 minutes, adds up, as we all know. And I stitched in the hotel room on this project. I took another project to work on, and I worked on it the first night we were there just for maybe a half an hour, and then I just got addicted to doing this ornament and wanted to finish it, and I finished it. So I generally take extra projects. I may or may not get to them. So, and that's okay. I want to stitch what I want to stitch when I want to stitch it. So that's kind of my philosophy. So I did Disney stitching. I will show you the boards later. Let me get into my finishes. Oh, I don't think I have either of these patterns up here. I don't. Okay, so these are two ornaments for the ornamentsal2020. This is the one that I did in Disney, and it is by Prairie Schooler, and it is on one of the mini cards. I don't know what mini card it is. I have already put the pattern away. I save all my Prairie Schoolers because I love Prairie Schooler, but it's a little ornament. This is my project I took into Disney, and I did it on Picture This Plus Murky, which is my favorite color, quite frankly. I think everything looks good on Murky. I don't know why. I love it. Sorry, there's some strings hanging out from the fabric, but those will be all taken care of when I finish it. As you can see, I've left myself plenty of room around there so I can finish it multiple ways. Whichever I choose. It will probably be a pillow ornament because that's what I've done the other ones. So my other finish that I've done is Lizzie Kate. And it is from Tiny Tidings. And I'm trying to see which Tiny Tidings it is. Hold on. Let me flip through because I can tell you exactly which one it is. I have my cross stitch journal right here, so that's why I'm looking to tell you in case anybody is interested. Tiny Tidings. Oh, I didn't write down which one it is. I'm so sorry. It is called Mr. and Mrs. Santa. So I'll show that once again. Cute little ornament. I actually like the Tidy Tidings series from Lizzie Kate because they use like a lime green in it, and I really like it. It used two different greens, but one of them is a lime green. I really, really like it. Super cute. There's more in those series. So basically what I do is I kit up enough to do all of the patterns, and I put them in a bag. And then I do one of the patterns, and then I put that bag back on the shelf because I don't want to get tired of it. And then I flip to whatever next ornament I'm going to do. And then these are the same way. So I have the Prairie Schooler little cards all in a bag, and that bag will stay kitted up until I do all of them. And there's several different ones. There's some older ones in there of Prairie Schoolers, and the colors are off for Prairie Schoolers of them. They're definitely one of their first ones, and so the colors weren't quite as, these are classic, like this is classic Prairie Schooler colors. I will do everything in that bag in these colors. I will change a couple of the older ones that are the older cards just so they all match. Because the patterns are pretty, I'm just not crazy. They use a different red, it's brighter. I like these colors. I will do all of those with those colors. Once I'm done, then all those can be taken out of that bag and that bag will go away. But right now it's back on the shelf because I'm gonna do another ornament out of it as well. But those are my two finishes. I did work on several things other than that, and my first that I want to show, I've got to find it. I think it's in one of these bags. Oh, yes. Okay, so I am doing let me just bring this out. I'm trying to find my copy. I am doing the Little House Needleworks Farm Life with Spunky Jen, Stitching in the Bluegrass, and Kayla Cola. They did the Farm Life Sal, and I think both of them have finished theirs. This is a fantastic pattern. So even though it's kind of big, it's broken up into like little motifs, at least in my mind. So like I'll show you where I'm at. Like the corn, I kind of stitched all in one sitting. The pumpkins, you can kind of do it in like little areas. So when I first stitched this, I don't know if I shared with this before, I did it on 18 count, and I did it on a lighter fabric. So this was my start. And I don't know if I showed you this before or not, but it wasn't jiving with me. The problem is that if you can see the white chickens, they blend a lot into my fabric. You kind of lose them as you get out. And I didn't like that. And it was too light. And I think it was because I was using one strand on 18 count. This is done in 2 strands, but I was afraid it was looking too bulky. So I went to 1 strand. Everything showed up except the white. Like the white on the barn shows up fine, but it doesn't show up when it's by itself. My fabric isn't quite dark enough. I didn't like it. So I didn't want to continue to go on and just not really love it because I love this pattern so much that I was like, I'm going to stop. Now, what I'm probably going to do is rip this section out and make this into a little ornament. So I'm not going to lose this work. I will cut this off of this fabric and I will make it into a little ornament. It'll be cute. But I love the pattern so much, I really wanted to do it. And I'm trying to take it out of the hoop so you guys can see because my stitching is actually through the hoop too. So I wanted to make it a little brighter after that. After that, I was like, you know what? I want this to really shine. I am going to take it out of the hoop, show you what I have done. Hold on. Okay, so I brightened up my colors. I am doing it on my favorite fabric, Murky. And as you can see, let me make sure this is in camera. I have brightened everything up. So let me fold this down so we can see. So I brightened the barn up. I brightened the cows up a little bit. I changed the hay. So the hay was supposed to be green. Well, I wanted a mix of green and yellow, so I did a blend. Trying to think. The corn is brightened, so it's deeper. The barn is definitely brighter. I love this on this fabric. It is just really, really bright and fun, and I'm loving it. So that is my start that I have. I am loving this pattern. If you want to do the Farm Lifestyle, join in. It is a great pattern that you could take and really modify it and kind of make it your own. So I think Jen has a really cute donkey that she added on hers. It is adorable. So go check out the Farm Lifestyle. It's adorable. It's a great pattern. Great pattern. So let's see. Tidy Tidings started Boo. Let me see here. Okay, so last year I stitched, I have to sneeze, I'm so sorry. Okay, it went away. So sorry, random. Eek Boo Hiss from Lizzie Kate. And I did Hiss. Okay, I love Lizzie Kate, but I'm gonna go ahead and say these are some bad photographs on the front of this. Even if there wasn't a glare, you can't see them really good. And these are fantastic patterns. I don't think the pictures show up well. They're not bright. I do have a little start of, I did Hiss, and now I'm doing Boo. Not that impressive. There's my start of Boo. So it's the witch over the flying over the houses. So this is my Halloween ornament. I did a Christmas ornament. I did 2 Christmas ornaments, but that's just because it was easier to travel with like a really simple card from Prairie Schooler than it was this pattern. So, all right, I'm gonna put my hand over this pattern. This is my pattern keeper that I use. It folds down. It is from Knitter's Pride. There you can see it. I get them on Amazon and they are magnetized. It has a little pocket back here and an area that you could put a highlighter if you wanted to. It comes with, this whole front is magnetized. It comes with this big magnet and then the 3 metal magnets. That is my needle minder for Halloween. Is that not adorable? And this is how I cross stitch. So I always have my pattern in here, and I have each of one of these in each of my bags that I'm currently working. So it's easier for me not to work off of that board if I'm taking it in my purse. So that's why I started another Halloween project, or Christmas project, I'm sorry. Okay, so let me just kind of go through, I don't know what this is on here. Oh, this is another new start this week, which is the Templar Prophecy from Long Dog Samplers. So there is a Long Dog Samplers group on Facebook, and the detail in this pattern, every time you look at it, is amazing. All of the small details that you keep finding every time you look. And the great thing about this is that you can do this any way you want to. So some people do variegated thread, some people do a solid color, some people mix it all up. People are amazing, very, very talented. I am actually doing mine on none other than my favorite fabric, Murky. And this is a big one. So as you can see, I have a lot of fabric here. And here is my start. I am using black, 310 DMC. Now, I am going to add a little bit of gold on the chalices that you see or crowns, okay? And I have 115, which is a variegated DMC, that I'm gonna add some accents possibly. So that's my color palette for that whole sampler. And I wanted to do it really big because I'm hoping to replace a piece on my fireplace with it. So I need it big. So it's 14 count and I'm thrilled with it. Okay, let's see what else I have been stitching. That is not. I actually have this kitted up, which is the Prairie Schooler 12 Days of Christmas. Or Santa's 12 Days of Christmas, I should say. I have it kitted up. I wanted to do it on one piece of fabric. Right now, I don't think that's going to happen. I can't right now get a piece of 18 count Murky. I haven't been able to find a piece big enough right now. I did place an order directly with Picture This Plus, and I think I ordered some. I'm not 100%. I wanted it all on one fabric, so I want to do it on 18 count, but we'll see. I can also do them separately, which is pretty too. So I love this little board, and I asked my husband if he could make this for me, and he said if I laid it out, he definitely could. So that is something that I might have to do, is just lay it out and then he can cut it out for me. I haven't stitched on that one. Not exciting. Not exciting either. Let's see what's in this little bag. Oh, this is my Prairie Schooler. So these were the little cards. I've already taken the card that I used. So these are the other ones in that bag that I'll be doing. I will be changing the colors of this one. I don't like these colors. This uses 304 as a red, and I want to do it typical Prairie Schooler colors, which is this. So I have that one, this one, this deer, and then Santa, which looks like he's being held up and robbed at the Christmas tree lot. But I think it's very funny. Oh, and then this one is my next one that I'm starting. When I started, I'm not starting this one right away because I want to finish my Halloween ornament. I feel like I'm scatterbrained today. I very well could be. So this is the next one I'm going to do, which is, trying to get it to focus. Ho, ho, ho. I actually don't know what this is called because they're just these little cards. I've had these for a really long time, and it is time to stitch them. So this is what I was talking about. So this is like, I think it's supposed to be like a pot holder. It's really old. And it's magnetized. So like I could just go down my pattern, and this is what I took to Disney to hold my pattern in a plastic Ziploc. It works. Okay. I have another one that I worked on just a little bit. Nope, didn't work on that one this week. Okay, I did work on Native American Maiden by, this is Joan Elliott design. It's so pretty. I didn't do much, but I did put some more shading in. It doesn't look hugely different from last time, but she's coming along. So my theory always is I only stitch on things when the mood hits me. I don't like being under a deadline. I don't like rushing. And I also don't worry about keeping up with Sal's because I didn't stitch on that one either. Because I stitch what I want to stitch. So, okay, I have haul. This is actually not going to be as long as I thought it was going to be, which is good. I have haul, and then I have my giveaway. So I will show fabric first because I needed some 18 count fabric, and I ordered some of this from Be Stitch Me, and then I ordered some of it from 123 Stitch. So these are all 18 count Ada. I'm sorry, my dog is one of my dogs is barking, but he's gonna get over it. Here's a really pretty purple. This is Earth, called Earth. Beautiful color. I think it's showing up relatively good. Okay, this does not have a colored name on here. And this is 16 count. So apparently I just love the color. Got it in 16 count. Very pretty though. Nice browns, golden. This is Granite, 18 count. This one looks more gray in person. So it's not quite showing up. I think it looks a little more gray. Apparently I bought 2 granites because there's another piece. Who knew? Here's Toast. So those are all from Be Stitch Me. And this is from 123 Stitch. So this is 18 count Picture This Plus Fog, which is just a really nice neutral. It does not show up well on camera, but it's like a creamy, whitey neutral. But it's definitely not white. It's definitely got cream mixed in with it. The next one is 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana. .32 count Basalt Splash with white dots Lugana. This is beautiful. There's a string on there, but this is beautiful. I love this. And this is bigger. I'm only showing a portion of it. So, and this is 18 count opalescent raw linen, but it isn't Ada. The raw linen is a color. So just, I don't enjoy linen. The irregularities in linen bother me. I definitely like a even weave Lugana. Ada is always my first choice. All right, so I'm gonna show a little haul and then I'm gonna do my giveaway. So with 123 Stitch, I got some fancy floss that I need for a project. I really hope I remember what project this goes to. It's possible that I don't. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show is a light that I traveled with. And this is rechargeable. This is great if you're at home stitching, but this is really great for traveling. I won't blind you, but it's dual sides. And you literally put it around your neck. So lots of people have these. This one is from Sling Hung. I got it on Amazon. It is great to travel with. It's also great if you have to stitch in a place that just doesn't have good lighting, but this is rechargeable. Fantastic. It was not much on Amazon. So if you don't have one, you got to get one of those. All right, I'm going to go into some haul, and this is I got some Etsy stuff that I had purchased after. I have some 123 Stitch. I'm just going to show my haul. It all came in lots of different times. Some of these on Etsy, they came on sale, so I bought them. This is by the Bay Needle Art, Soul Food for the Needlesmith. let me take it out of the plastic so you can see that a little better. Very, very pretty. Love that. Okay, these are extremely small, but were recommended through Spunky Jen at Stitching in the Bluegrass, and she recommended it is the French Giraffe. And they have some truck and car patterns, which if you know me, I am all about a good truck. So they have seasonal trucks, and I really like the idea of doing these trucks and then finishing them as a little pillow for my dough bowl on my table. So they're very small pictures. They don't do a large picture, but there's the Valentine's Day truck. And this is called Be My Valentine Truck. Santa is coming to town. Who doesn't like a wood grain panel truck? Adorable. Adorable. Love it. This is called Wildflowers. I thought this was a good springtime truck. All of these are from the French Giraffe. Thank you, Jen, for enabling. Christmas Tree Farm 2018. And these are all on Etsy. Christmas Barn, because if I like a truck, I love a good barn. Sunflower Barn. Adorable. St. Patrick's Truck Pot of Gold, which I really don't have anything for St. Patty's Day. So this is adorable. I like this idea. Christmas Tree Farm 2019. It's the camper. Loved that. Pumpkin Patch, because if one truck is good, 5 trucks are better. So cute. Bringing Home the Christmas Tree. It's a little different angle. I thought that was cute. Snowman Snow Removal Crew. Adorable. Pumpkin Farm. Once again, gotta love a barn, and there's a truck in it. Even better. And then the last one from the French Giraffe is Haunted House. Adorable. Very hard to see in those little pictures. I'm sorry. Go check them out on Etsy. They are totally worth it. I love them. Thank you, Jen, for enabling. I also got my Floss Fix from the Fat Quarter Shop, which are blues this time. Okay, the next haul that I have is something that took a little bit to come in. So I've actually ordered these for a while, and they took a while, but they're so cute and so different. I loved them. So these are kits. Which is why it took a while, because it's not just a PDF, and it is Pincushion Collection. This is Halloween House. Adorable. This is from Shania Rogers Designs. And it's definitely overseas from the UK. But I got these on Etsy. They are fantastic. They come with Ada. They come with all of the fabric that you need, although you could sub it if you wanted to. But there's some really cute designs, and I love the idea to make these. It's if you stick pins in me, I will have to scream. The scream. Is that not adorable? That one's definitely going to be as a pin cushion because that's just too cute. Love it. Mini pin cushion. This is Vikings Are Coming. So I am obsessed with the show Vikings on the History Channel. If you've not watched it, Binge it. It is fantastic. It's the last season. It is very good. So I loved that for that. Because I am all about the nerdy stitching. All about that. Aliens and UFOs, because I think that's hysterical. Like, look at the little men in black up there. I think that's so, and then Area 51. Like, I loved that. That is so cute. She has some really great ones. I say she, it could be a guy, I guess. I don't know, but they are fantastic. Halloween Village. It was really hard to narrow down just the ones that I liked. And then The Night Before Christmas. So cute. I will probably do this one as an ornament. I probably won't do it as a pincushion. But they're so pretty. Very unusual, something different. I loved that. Okay, so now we get to my other haul. I think this is all from 123 Stitch. And as you know, no pattern, if you go to buy a pattern, can travel in the mail by itself. I think they need multiple friends. So you will see a theme. I find a designer and then I go look in everything that they have. So Barbara Anna Designs. I like this place. So cute. And her patterns are always very brightly done, which I love. Christmas is coming. Levi. Stop. So cute. Love Never Fails. Adorable. All Creatures Great and Small. Now this is a big one, but I really, really like everything on here. So I love the fact that it's kind of sampler-ish. It definitely has different motifs. Love all of it. It's a great pattern. Rooster Ride. So cute. This is Shenandoah from Carriage House Samplings. And I just think it's so pretty and so fun. I love that. Like, look at that owl. The horse is beautiful. I love everything about this. This is from Kathy Barrick, Peace on Earth. And I love this as well. Look at that owl wing. So pretty. So pretty. This is Vintage Toys. Now, I just like the vintage feel of this one. So like a toy shop. It's on 123 Stitch. So pretty. This is from the Regal Rabbit, a charming rabbit portrait. Is that not adorable? For Easter, can you see him as like a little pillow finish? I love that. Okay, so this is a Mill Hill kit, and it's Scotland Santa. I am obsessed with the show Outlander. Obsessed, okay? And actually, I have some patterns on my desk that I'm kitting up that are Outlander patterns that I didn't bring over here. I'm all about the nerdy stitching. I love stitching things from shows and stuff like that, but here is the Celtic Santa because he's in a kilt. Is that not adorable? So I'm gonna stitch him up. I will not use the perforated paper. Not a perforated paper fan. Horse Country Holiday from Artful Offerings. Sorry. He's very pretty. Love that. This is also from Artful Offerings, Peppermint Polar Bear. He is cute. Love him. And I've said before, I'm not a huge snowman fan, but when I find a cute one, I will stitch it. And this is More Snow, Oh No. So cute. And if you can hear, my dog is freaking out. One of them's outside because he wanted to go outside. The other two didn't want to go outside. And now he wants inside. Carriage House Samplings. It's a companion piece to Tropical Hat Lady. But this is bees in her bonnet. And I just think that that is cute for summertime. So that is my haul. Those are my works in progress. I didn't have as much as I thought I was gonna have, or it went quicker, but I'm at 40 minutes. So I went quicker than I thought I would. I hope to have a special giveaway next week. I'll see, or next, I'm not sure if it'll be week or in 2 weeks, but I hope to have a special giveaway. We will see. I'm not actually giving it away, somebody else is, so we'll see if that happens. My giveaway this week is in honor of the ornamentsal2020. I want to give away Farmhouse Christmas Little Red Barn. So I have duplicate, and this is one of my duplicates. And so you will be able to win this simply by commenting and liking and subscribing. Make sure you do all those. And in the comment, you are going to answer what holiday ornaments would you like to stitch, or are you stitching? So if you're joining us for the Ornament Sal, put what holiday are you doing? Christmas? Are you doing Halloween? Are you doing Easter? Which ones are you doing? And even if you don't want to join and do ornaments, which one would you like to do the most if you were going to do it? Christmas, Halloween, Easter, whatever holiday, Valentine's Day, because apparently I need to do Valentine's Day. I don't have it in the plans, but because I've been kidding more stuff. True story. Not like I need to, but I have. I've got some really cute things from Outlander that I can't wait to start. Little patterns, so they won't take long. Oh, I do have another pattern. Hold on, I buried it. Okay. This is my other one, sorry. Okay, so I've had this pattern. It is from Country Magic Stitch. No, wait a minute. Country Magic Stitch, I think. And it is Hold the Door. So if you are a Game of Thrones fan, you know exactly where this comes from, and you know, like you probably, like me, got goosebumps on your arm when you saw this, because this was a great Game of Thrones moment. I'm actually doing this for my oldest son, who is a huge Game of Thrones fan, and I would like to finish this in a frame and actually put it on the back of his bedroom door. I don't know how much longer he'll be in this house, so he's looking to build his own, which might take it a little longer, so he might be here longer than we think, but I think this would be really cute, and I started it for him. I am doing it on snow. Hold on, it actually has a name. This fabric, it is snowy. It's just called Snowy, as you can see. And there's my start. And this fabric is either from Fabric Flare or Stitchery X, and I'm not sure which one it is. So one of those has it. And if you know the show, it was snowing when he was holding the door. And so I thought this was the perfect fabric for it. So that is another new start and another whip. Forgot to show that. So, all right. I'm going to sign off. Remember, leave me a comment so I can send you this pattern. And make sure you like and subscribe. And thank you to everybody who likes and subscribes and comments each week. I read each and every one of them. I always try to respond. I was traveling last week, so I think I got all the comments done. If I didn't, I definitely read them. I might not have responded, but I read all of them. So I appreciate everybody. I enjoy watching Flosstube, and thank you for just joining in.